Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I got plenty of messages on MySpace on this video, as well as Aaron said I should explain it to the YouTubians. Some of these videos in the future will be transgender related, not many. This one is about forced feminization of men. A lot of men want to look female but keep their weenie or be forced into feminization. Let me explain the definition of why. A lot of them work hard, can't afford a half or full sex change, and they want to be feminine. So, some of them could be gay, some of them can be lesbian or whatever, so they go join some groups like a MySpace, forced feminization, and they do it for one reason. They find someone, man or woman, that could pay for it, whether it be hormones, hair removal, breast implants, plastic surgery, facial surgery, body recontouring, vaginal surgery, or whatever. There could be forced masculinization too, which again would be cosmetic surgery, testosterone, phalloplasty to have a penis, etc. to make a woman into a man. Forced is meaning they want it, but in the end they could regret being the opposite sex. Or, but mostly they want to do it because it's a fetish or they can't afford it, so they try to find a fish, as my mom would say, to pay for it all. So, I did a thing on MySpace on it. Trials and Tribulation of Rita Lee. That's my MySpace username. I did a lot of videos there, 126. This was one of them, which Aaron said I should post on YouTube for all of you. So, forced feminization mostly is because men or women want it done, or masculinization as some call it, just because they have to afford it. Can't afford it, and they want a rich person or someone that wants to take care of them do it. So they go through the sex change or partial sex change at the cost to someone else. So some of them say, "Oh, help me become a she-male or a slut or a hooker or a somewhat female slave." Some of them do it, but you might regret it in the end. So before you decide to go off on your own to find someone that will give you the free incentives, ask yourself, is it worth it? Is there going to be any benefits to the person's paying for it because they might want to have sex with you or something? And if so, weigh the pros and cons. Now, if you're some people that don't care and want it done, well then, more power to you, but I wouldn't recommend it. So, with forced feminization, they just want it because, well, maybe it's a fetish, maybe they want it because they can't afford it. Whatever they choose, they choose. So, before you go out and say, I need to be female or male, and I want it forced on me, because I want to be your little slave or whatever, for example, hooker, slut, prostitute, ask yourself, is it really what you want? And if so, how extreme will you go? Me? I am feminizing myself nicely, but I'm not going to go jump off the deep end by asking someone else to pay for it. Aaron already said he's going to help me take care of it, because Aaron's my man and he's a sweetheart. You all can understand that in the long run, we the people should always look for the plus and benefits to it. Right? Right. So, with that said and done, I cut the video short so I can make a new one. So, hasta lasagna, don't get any on you, and the best of goodbyes.